fans, there's the bell, but I think things got started big time. Ron Mathis and Mayhem here. This matchup's going to be interesting to say the least. Mayhem's already made it interesting by, well, you know, trying to jump off the rope when nobody was looking. Oh, we're supposed to shh. Oh, and a big chop. Ron Mathis slapping it across the chest, just probably taking the wind out of Mayhem right there. Nice, fantastic matchup here. Ron Mathis, the DDT Trash member, the White Trash himself, portion of the team. Bruce Gray's been on the shelf nursing shoulder injury for quite some time now. Ron Mathis has been left battling on his own, but now Big Fist and Fury in the corner right to the top of the forehead of Mayhem. Just slamming those down. We see Mayhem's friend there in the corner, his tag team partner, Percy Drew, and now boom, and a big time fall down. And Ron Mathis firmly in control of this matchup. Mathis, and now a reversal by Mayhem, and he'll have a clothesline, and Mathis right back up to his feet. That didn't have any chutzpah on it whatsoever. And Mathis on the offensive still. He'll give a clothesline of his own. Mayhem may have bit off just a little bit more than he could chew here. Crowd firmly behind the Trash Master himself. Hooking front chancery suplex time. Little bit of a vertical. Look at the power of Ron Mathis slamming down to the mat. Mayhem has to take a roll out. He's still going to go take a moment and think about his choices in life. Ron Mathis, he's not giving him a single second, but Mayhem ready for him. Man, Ron I don't think he had that one dialed in just yet. My goodness, what a shot by Mayhem. Picked up and just a back body suplex right onto the apron by Mayhem. So you had a camera view. Here they come back in right in front of our fans here, front row, slamming down onto the apron of the ring. Now going to hook him for another belly-to-back suplex, but slams him on the apron again. That'll readjust your spinal column if you're not careful. Mayhem rolls in, rolls through, rolls out, and grabs Mathis on the far side and slams him into the post of the ring. Our referee very lenient on these gentlemen here. Outside the ring, and now just a boot to the back. Mayhem firmly just trying to pulverize that spinal column. Mathis had the upper hand momentarily. Mayhem was able to use tactics from the outside to grab an advantage. Now a maneuver meant to take the wind out of Mathis, as Mayhem wants to grab this matchup, stake a claim in this singles division. Mathis fighting through. Don't sit still because you'll lose the wind. Now vertical base. Mathis fighting through. Gets one hand through. Now shots to the midsection. There's another. And another. Finally breaks through on the hold. And a reverse neck breaker. That will take down Mathis. Quick cover. Mayhem and two. Mathis had to reach down kind of deep there to get out of that one. Now taking a moment for himself, laying on the ropes, but I don't think Mayhem, nope, not going to give him a minute. He's standing on it. Referee, get that taken care of. That's illegal use of the ropes now. Mayhem has a 5 count, but man, that was the slowest 5 count. Whew. I know people have been married longer than that 5 count. Out to the outside, Mayhem throws him, and now we see Drew out there on the outside. Versus putting some boots to Mathis. That's an illegal assist on the outside. Throws Mathis back into the ring. Mayhem, a leg drop across the throat. Almost 2-on-1 situations here for Mathis to have to take on. And a jawbreaker. Now Mathis trying to find some adrenaline, trying to get some blood moving. Chop across the chest. Mathis getting it moving, trying to get this crowd pumping. He feeds off the crowd. Here he comes. And into a sleeper hold. Mayhem had that one well scouted and well read. Fighting through. Mathis trying to not let that blood cut off. He wants to stay vertical and stay awake, stay conscious, fighting through. He's kind of fading here. I think it may have caught the best of him. Mayhem's got some leverage as Mathis is fading down. Ron Mathis, the white trash king himself, trying to fight through, but I don't think he's got much to fight with now as he's faded all the way down to the mat. Last little bit of wind and energy left. That sleeper hold, such an effective maneuver, and we see Mayhem has got some efficiency behind him. Now to the arm goes our referee. One fall down. There's two falls. If it hits a third time, Mathis is out of here. Here's the third drop, halfway down. Mathis pulls it back up. He finds something. Digging deep. Comes back. Gets the blood moving. Now, move the arms and the blood will start moving. The crowd comes alive for him. He's back vertical. Picks up Mayhem. Belly to back suplex in the center of the ring. Both men down. Both men are down trying to get back up. Mathis took the brunt of the punishment on that sleeper hold. Mayhem took a full force of the belly to back suplex. Now the crowd once again feeding for it is Mathis. Mayhem gets to Mathis first. Shots in the corner. Big forearms right across the jaw. Now an Irish whip out of the corner. Mathis into the corner. Comes out full head of steam with a clothesline. And another one. Mayhem down to the mat. Mathis fighting through. Ducks one of Mayhem's big time power slam. Center of the ring. And Ron Mathis feeling it now. Mathis wants to head up to the top of the rope. Top of the world stands Mathis. Maneuver coming off. Big elbow drop right to the sternum. And Mathis for the cover gets two and just out at 2.5 is Mayhem. Crossface. Crossface. The white trash crossface is being applied by Mathis. This is a maneuver that will take you out. It's just as effective. Oh, to the eyes. Mayhem. Come on now. That's just as effective of a maneuver as the sleeper hold. But Mayhem took it to the eyes. Now a reverse DDT maneuver and into the drop. Down goes Mathis. That's almost insult to injury for the DDT and a 2, and Mathis will get out. Mayhem looks like he wants to go to the top rope on his own after the reverse DDT. Mathis up to a vertical base with a big dip up. European uppercut on the top rope. Mayhem, I don't think had that one scouted. Now getting that blood flowing. He's feeling a little funky, feeling a little trashy, feeling a little something. Here's Ron Mathis. Mayhem still dazed on that top rope, and Mathis will hook. He's going to go for it. Could this be the fall away? Could it be from the second rope? Big fall away slam. He took the trash out as Mayhem had momentum and slung all the way across the ring. And now Ron Mathis on the offensive. He's going to hook for that big pile driver. And now Percy Drew comes in. There's the bell. This is going to be a disqualification. And now both men just taking it right to Ron Mathis. And Mathis is in a bad way, 2-on-1, getting it pulverized, put to him. And now he'll hook it across. Who's this? Oh my gosh, it's Bruce Gray. Gray's back. Gray's in the building. It's DDT Trash. Oh my gosh, Bruce Gray has come out to save his partner. 2-on-1 no more. It's even kill as Bruce Gray is out here. Ron Mathis will win the matchup by disqualification on the interference.
Listen here, you two buffoons! You two dorks! You two geeks! That's my trashy friend! And today is the worst day of your life because I'm no longer injured. My arm was damn fine, and tonight I guarantee each person in this audience they're not gonna just see a power driver from my trashy friend. Oh no! I
G.I. Joe and Cobra, new releases plus the largest selections of 1980s release G.I. Joes. Come pre-order your new figures too. Transform your collection with the collector's releases, collectibles from the 1980s, and all the hot new Transformer releases from Hasbro.
And the Masters of the Universe.
Dominate your retro collection of the universe with the Masters of the Universe Retro Play line. Figures and accessories available at 80s Toys of Princeton.
Federation superstars twist turn, do things they never thought they could do.
The region's only dedicated wrestling figure room is at 80s Toys in Princeton. Mattel, Jax, Hasbro, Galoob, and all of the favorites from days gone by, plus new releases from Mattel and AEW, WWE, and everything in between is at 80s Toys of Princeton. 935 Berkshire Street, Princeton, West Virginia. Phone 681-282-5433.
Is not just a podcast. House of Kayfabe with Brian Resner and Stephen New. This is a tribe of devoted super fans that have crashed through the barricades, torn down barriers, and broken through the fourth wall. This is a creative think tank full of people who have given way too much of their lives to professional wrestling to not be getting a paycheck. This is a secret society of elite fans from all over the globe. And guess what? It isn't a secret anymore.
House of Kayfabe, featuring Jim Cornette's lawyer, Stephen P. New, is available now on all major podcast platforms. Just click subscribe to join the Kayfabe stream and get access to unbelievable interviews, in-depth discussions, hilarious segments, and exclusive content. This is the fan-driven podcast you have been looking for.
House of Kayfabe with Brian Resner and Stephen New.
Big matchup here by DDT Trash, the reformed Bruce Gray, back for action after those big shoulder injuries. Been out almost 8 months. Great to have Bruce back into the ring. We see him starting here. Percy Drew into the ring. Getting a little cocky there is Drew. I withdraw that first statement. Getting a lot cocky is Drew now. We see those heavily taped shoulders by Bruce Gray again. Like we said, 8 months out of action with shoulder injuries and surgery, and surprised us all earlier this evening coming back from injury, saving Ron Mathis from the double team of Mayhem and Drew. I don't think Drew is liking the antics of, oh, wow, kick to the midsection. Doesn't matter whether he likes the antics or not. That'll take care of things rather quickly. Side headlock applied. Now Bruce Gray trying to fight out of this one. Gray trying to reverse this side headlock, trying to step through, maybe go top wrist lock, but that's not going to happen. Drew's able to get the leverage back and down. Now some shots to the midsection. Drew go for the ride. Big shoulder tackle right to that surgically repaired shoulder of Bruce Gray. Taking a little too long as Drew trying to pose. That never goes well, but he's taking his time. And as he's trying to move, Bruce Gray grabs some foot and a face plant down for Percy Drew. And right there for a nice Japanese arm drag. Bruce Gray waiting patiently for Drew. Pick up, inverted atomic drop. That will ruin your Saturday night. Step through, and now an atomic drop. That'll ruin Friday night. Might want to block off the weekend for some dates with a bag of ice there, Mr. Drew. Grabs him by some trunk, sends him for the ride, hooks him across the throat, choke slam time, maybe. Picks him up, and another inverted atomic drop. Might need to take the weekend and the week after, Mr. Drew. Big time flying shoulder tackle. I'm not sure that surgically repaired shoulder has anything wrong with it at all. Cover and a 2 count. As Bruce Gray's feeling it. Are we going to see Mathis for the first time in this matchup? I believe the crowd is ready and primed for this one. What's he doing right here? I think he's got him turned over his knee. This could be, oh my goodness, look at Bruce Gray. Now he's spanking him. Now he's just giving him a little woodshed treatment, if you will. Going for a cover. And out at 2 is Drew on the mat. Maybe our first tag. Crowd here is up for it. They want to see Ron Mathis again. Cut the ring in half into the corner now. Here comes Ron Mathis on the tag. Shoot. Dolph right back into the corner. Once, twice, and third time's a charm with a double side Russian leg sweep. Mayhem into this ring. I don't think they see him. Now the ref trying to cut him off, and not going to happen. Face buster by the team of Gray and Mathis, the DDT Trash. Mathis and Drew still legal in this ring. Now just firing shots, chops and slaps and smacks and hits and flips and snaps and flops and trash. And that is Ron Mathis. Mathis arm wringer, Irish whip reversal by Drew. And wait, there's Mayhem on the outside to pull a boot and a super kick. Down goes Mathis. Double team underhanded cheating tactics by Mayhem turns the tide in this matchup. Drew lays that knee across the back of Mathis. Referee applies the count. He gets out of it. He lets go before 5. Now Mayhem, his first legal action in the matchup. He's tagged in. These two met earlier in the evening. That match ended in a disqualification when Drew couldn't stay out of it. Mathis had that one appeared to be won. And as you watched earlier, that's how we ended up with this tag team matchup. Bruce Gray, the returner. Big push there by Mathis. Mathis to the top, and Mayhem's able to shake that top just as Ron got his vertical base. That cost him his balance. And now Mayhem back onto the second rope. Superplex time. And down goes Mathis in the center of the ring. Quick cover here by Mayhem. Had the leg hooked and all, but Mathis able to get out of it. And now Mayhem with a running senton applied. Now throwing Mathis to the outside. Distraction of the referee. Bruce Gray's trying to defend his opponent's or to his tag partner's honor, but if you see over on the far side of our screen, Percy Drew over there just laying fisticuffs to Ron Mathis. Drew's not illegal in this ring. He's not legal in this matchup right now. That should be disqualification time, but the referee completely indisposed and distracted during that time. Up to a 5 count, trying to get Ron back into this ring. There's a 7 count. Is Ron going to make it? Mathis desperately needs to get back in the ring. There's 8. Mathis at 9. And he leaps for it, and he makes it back in at about 9 and 11/16. And a jawbreaker by Mathis as he comes back in. Now a reverse neck breaker, Rude Awakening style. Here comes Drew on a tag. Mathis needs one of his own, but he can't make it before he gets cut right off with some shots to the back. Big time double stomp. I don't care how big you are, you put that kind of force and power and weight down on the spine, it's going to hurt. Now putting that knee into the back again while laying on the second rope. Percy Drew once again. Sweep leg cover. Mathis, I think he's just going on instinct at this point, and a back elbow takes him down. Nice elbow drop. Mayhem and Drew doing a great job just hammering on the opponent. They've cut the ring off now from Mathis, much like the DD Trash did earlier with Drew. Now, legal tag. Both men have to a 5 count to get out and make the switch. Quick cover. A double belly to back suplex. As Mayhem puts force to the back, now shots across the jaw with the forearms. Irish whip reversal, and catching Mayhem is Mathis. Illegally in is Drew, and he got a kick for good measure, and now a fall-away slam. That's the second time tonight Mayhem has felt that maneuver. Can Mathis make a tag? He's taken a lot of punishment. Both of his opponents are down on the mat. Mathis is up. He makes the tag. Here comes Gray into the ring. Bruce Gray, shot to Drew, and one for the Mayhem. Now up to the second turnbuckle. Bruce Gray wants to get him. They're standing together. He's going to get them both. Double axe handles. He's firing up now, a little bit of flip-flop and fly, maybe with some punches. He's feeling a little DD Trash in. Oh, just as he got that winding and ripen, here he comes, a little wind through and pulls them together. Double noggin knocker. Shot for Mayhem and a chop down for Drew. Bruce Gray has the adrenaline. Drew on the move, pick up, big back body drop. Down goes Percy Drew. Mayhem, legal man in the ring. Irish whip, reversal, step through, and into the headlock now, and down into a bulldog. Gray for a cover. Drew tried to break that one up, but Gray saw it the whole way, and that axe handle went right into the midsection of his tag team partner. And great maneuver there by Gray, dropping another one onto his own partner to Drew. Knee right across the jaw, now a super kick. Those shots by Gray across the jaw and a big boot, that might put Drew out of this. He is not moving. That's the first movement he's made. I thought he might have been knocked out. Looking for the DDT is Gray. Oh, Mayhem from behind to the eyes. I think Mayhem is the legal man here. I've got a little confused. A leaping back elbow. Now down takes Bruce Gray out, and Mayhem is the legal man as Drew goes back to the outside. Mayhem to Mathis. So Mayhem and Gray are legal here, but attacking Mathis is Mayhem. Now Mayhem off the rope. Big time lariat style clothesline. Drew's back into the ring, and he went for a super kick. Nothing happened, and now a big high knee by Mr. Drew, and he'll give one to Gray for good measure. Gray is down. Mathis, off that high knee, staggers into the corner. Now these teammates giving chops to the DD Trash and attempt to send them together. Reversal, sends the other ones together. Look at this. These guys, one for a pile driver, one for a DDT, and DD trash unison. Gray and Mathis go for the double cover. And they got it.